Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. Tracy here, and it's been a bit of a busy day today, a bit of a funny day as well really, because now this is Friday for me, and I had no video for Friday afternoon, and I could not think of anything to do, and I just couldn't. It was God, what content can I create? Now there's plenty I can do, but it just didn't sort of fit in with today, and so I just left it and did my morning one, and that's it. So I had nothing pop up, and it's a bit of an odd day for me. So Gary had said on Friday, I'll pay for you to have your hair cut. So we went into town and I had my hair cut, and it's not, I only had a little bit off, but I'll tell you about that in a minute. And I said to him, rather than have you wait for me, because he wanted to go to the butcher's, he wanted to go to a few other places. So I said, why don't you do that, like CEX, and look for a new game. I said, why don't you go do that while I have my hair cut, and then you can come back and I'll meet you. There's a pub across the road, which is where I used to live actually. So I said, why don't you just go to this gastro pub sort of thing. Why don't you go and sit in the pub and have a shandy or whatever, and wait for me. So I finished and he wasn't there, so I had to I paid the lady, you know. Went over the Jenny Wren, no Gary. And so I looked at my phone, there were no messages or missed calls, so I tried to message him. So I WhatsApp messaged a couple of times, but he hadn't, you know, when you got the ticks and there was only one tick, so it wasn't, I'm not even sure it was delivered, and none of them were green. So I thought, oh dear. So anyway, I sent him a normal text. I thought maybe if there's an internet problem, I need to send a normal text. So I did. No reply. I tried ringing him several times, and it just said, the telephone you are calling cannot be answered. I thought, oh my God, has he lost his phone? And all these scenarios that go through your head, and as time gets on, those scenarios get worse. Eventually, he turned up. He's had no signal, and he didn't have any messages from me either. So I messaged him hello, and it arrived. He said, well, nothing arrived. And I looked at his phone and it didn't, and he looked at mine and it was sent. So I don't know where that went, but yes, in there for ages. So then he had a drink with me, and then we went, you know, he'd done all the butchers and everything else, so we went and got some fish. Now I don't mean ones you eat, I mean the swimmy kind, you know, not my little swimmy kind. So yeah, we went and got some fish and some plants for the fish tank, and now we're home. But time is gone, I mean completely gone. We were going to go to the cinema, but it didn't really work out that way. So once we got the fish, obviously we couldn't go to the cinema. We're going to do that another day. But wow, so yeah, hairdresser. Oh my goodness, your hair is lovely. You have such lovely condition. I was like, whose head's she talking about? Because I really didn't think it would be mine. I thought, you know, like it fell out in handfuls the other day, and all my ends are really dry and horrible. And she said, well, seriously, you only need about this much off. So I said, oh, really? Okay, as long as the ends will be healthy. And so it turns out that I'm actually washing my hair in the wrong stuff, because some time ago I bought Olaplex, and at the time I bought it, I was probably a right candidate for it because my hair was in awful condition. Well, I think it was, and that's what it's for. But she said it'd be no good for your hair at all because your hair's too good for it. You need something way milder. So she's recommended one, and I've now bought it from, I went into Amazon. I do have a Sally's card, so I could have gone and got wholesale, but the traffic was a nightmare, and I don't think it'd be that much different in price from Amazon. So I ordered some, and I'll see how I go with that. She said, what I've been using so far? I went, well, mostly Lush bars on the shampoo, but they're only natural ingredients, so it can't be bad for you. She kept saying how soft my hair was and how good condition was. I was like, are you really meaning me? Because, you know, I went in there thinking I had a Brillo pad attached to my head, and so I was like, really? And so anyway, I said, you wait till it's dry and you'll see that it doesn't look that great. Because I went in there with it all nice and straight in a ponytail, and she was, you know, complimenting me on it. Well, you wait until you've dried it before you've straightened it, and you'll see it's really not that nice. And so once she'd washed it and it started to dry, and I went, now you see the fluff. And she said, oh yeah, it is. But her hairdryer, she had a Dyson, and it straightened my hair without any problem at all. It just had to be that kind of finished off with the straighteners. But wow, that Dyson really did flatten it. She said, you know, if anything happens to that, she won't replace it with another Dyson. She'll get the Shark, because it does the same job. It's exactly the same, but a lot cheaper. They're still expensive, don't get me wrong. They're still a couple of hundred, but she reckons it's probably better to get the Shark than the Dyson if you're in the market for one of those ridiculously expensive, you know, what's the word? Hairdryers. That's what I'm looking for. So it's all done now. It's all kind of chopped and, you know, back to being, wow, apparently it wasn't that bad. But, you know, I said it did have dead ends. I could see them, and my hair kept falling out. And I know hair falls out, but it was crazy falling out. It's all done and dusted. So one thing I noticed though, it had gone up since the last time. It wasn't that long ago really that I had my hair cut. I mean, it wasn't 6 weeks ago like they recommend, but it wasn't a year ago or anything, you know. It's not that long. And it was £25 there to have your hair done. It was 38 now. So what? That's a bit of a hike. Didn't realise that shampoo had gone up so much. But she did a good job anyway. And I've got a price list, because before we go on our holiday I want some highlights, just to give it a zhuzh, a bit of zhuzh. So we've got some new fishies, yes we did, and we got guppies and neons, and there was these little white pearly ones that I liked, so we got a few of those. And we've got some plants, oh, and maybe 2 catfish, or, you know, bottom feeders. And we're going to get snails, but they eat plants, so we didn't get the snails. But we will, we're going to get a couple of rummy nose to go with the ones we've already got, but they were in quarantine, so we couldn't have them. And I said, you know, we've got enough fish to introduce anyway, so yeah, it'll overload the water, making the pH level wrong. So, but they're only tiny. They had some fish there that were barely there. They were kind of this big, and they were kind of very dark red, almost see-through things. And I said, they're almost not there at all really, those fish. So I don't know how big they would grow, or if at all, but crazy fish. That is a lovely cup of tea. I haven't had one all day. In the salon, I asked her for a glass of water, and she gave me a bottle. So I had a drink, and then, you know, when I met Gary in the pub, I had a diet whatever. It was either a Pepsi or a Coke or something. So it's not like I haven't drank anything. Been thirsty all day though. Oh, we started off the day going out for breakfast, which was nice. Went to our favourite cafe at the other end of the island, getting quite friendly with the people in there. And she's got a 2-year-old daughter. And I had this little bee in my bonnet to make her a dress. I might do it. And if I do, I might do a tutorial for it. We'll see. Cheers, guys. Oh, that's yummy. I've got it in here. Did have it here. I don't know where I put it, but I've got this little leaflet, because right by that cafe is there's a library, and behind it there's a community centre. And they always say community and arts centre, and I thought, it sounds interesting. Must check that out one of these days. So I went over and had a little nosy, and well, it turns out that you can hire those art centres, and they've got a couple of halls, a cafe, and a small art room, and a few other little bits and pieces there. So I said, you know, what if I was to think of doing some crochet classes. What she means, attending one. I went, no, taking one, doing one. How much would it cost? So it's about £17 something an hour to hire it. She said, but we do have a knit and natter group. I said, do you? She said, yeah. It's a 2-hour session and it's £3.50. So I figured I might go one week, just see what the crack is, and meet some people who knit and crochet on this island. I'm gonna gurgle. Luckily it wasn't loud. So yeah, I thought that might be an idea if I ever have the time to do anything like that, that is. But I thought I'd put the leaflet on the desk. I can turn the fan down there. I was mega hot when I got in. It's a really warm day again. And of course, there was no aircon or anything on, so the house was hot. And then Gary had me splitting up the meat that he'd got while he did the fish tank. So yeah, I've been, and he had the door open, so I couldn't put the aircon on because he was taking that water out to throw it down the drain. So yeah, hot and bothered. But at least the fan has cooled me somewhat. So I did toy with the idea of doing a giveaway to come up Friday afternoon. But I thought, how close am I to my 20.5? If it was imminent, if it was mega close, I would do it. But I think it was a bit too far. Well, not now so much, 24.03 now. But I didn't want the 20.5 to coincide with my Sunday giveaway, so you know, I might do it. We'll see. If the giveaway comes up before this, you know, I did it. I did it, man, I did it. Yeah. Oh, let's have a go with the joke before I forget. Have a go. What's going on with the way I speak lately? I don't know. Annoying myself. I am annoying myself with it. So we've got one in a box, and it is at Chandra Blumberg. One day you're young and vibrant, and then you wake up and suddenly you have a favourite spatula. That's true. That is so true, isn't it? That is, you know. So I can remember my mum used to say to me, oh, Tracy, come and watch this with us. Like Emmerdale. I go, life's too short to watch Emmerdale. What are you talking? It used to be called Emmerdale Farm back in those days. And they had proper farms. And it was like, oh, you must be joking. No, I can't do that. That's like half an hour, I'll never get back. You know, that sort of thing. Now, I record it, you know. So I record it and I watch them all. You know. Sometimes I have to watch a batch because, you know, just saying, I've got a batch at the moment. Probably got about 5 episodes to watch. I don't want to get rid of Double Grogu. Should have been a weekend. Whoever said that was dead right. But I can't make out the dark one until I look on the light. But we've got him carrying little Grogu on the little one. So there's a little Grogu there. And that looks like, oh, looks like one of the trucks that used to go by our house. Luckily not anymore. Is that like a chair at the front? Oh, I have no idea. It's a bit dark. I can't really work that one out. But I'm going to put the Double Grogu at the front. There we go. There he is. So I'm just going to slide that back in. Yeah, I don't know why that's not the weekend. That should be the weekend picture. So far, liking the new joke book. It's pretty good. I've got a feeling though, some of them are going to be very long. And I'll have to stumble over them. You know, kind of like mess them up. Mess them up just a little bit. Just mess them up. Oh. Actually, some of them look long, but they're not. They're just well spaced out, like on this page here. See, they're kind of, looks big, but maybe not. It might be okay. I think the dad jokes, some of them are quite long. It'll become, you know, be there. Anyway. My ice yarn hasn't arrived from Amazon. I thought, you know, because it's Amazon, it would arrive before I blinked, but it hasn't come yet. Still time, I suppose. Usually it's overnight. But I've got to go out the yarn van and pack up a couple of orders to post off because I'm going to get that collected tomorrow. I know I couldn't get it done for today because of the haircut, and I thought we were going to cinema to see Planet of the Apes, but we'll probably do that Monday. Yeah, probably. And also today would be one of the first days of it, so it might be a little busier than Monday, especially as a Friday. A lot of people finish work early on a Friday, so there might be just a bit more people in there. Anyway, cheers. I'm gonna have a little slurp. Got to show you. I have to show you this. I have some pictures of kitten beanies. I do. Let's see. There's not, oh hang on. There's not videos though. We've got, I think the Rasta hat was a very long, I thought it would be a slouchy beanie, but there you go. There's one wearing the Rasta hat. It's very hard to show you with all the reflection. And then we've got, oh look at that, look at that little tiny cat. It's got the bobble hat on, but you can't really see the colour of the bobble hat, but you can. The next one is a little bit more, there you go. I suppose it's hard to take pictures of them when they're running around like lunatics. They're a little blurry. There's the bucket hat. And there's, oh look at that little face, look. Oh, I love kittens. And that one's a similar picture. A similar one in there. Oh, look at the little pot they're in, little basket. So cute. And then this one, wearing the top hat, having a little run around. I haven't got one of the bonnet and the stripy hat yet, anyway. But maybe more will come. It's so cute. I love little kittens. No videos, just a few pictures so far. Got to finish this tea. So, I'm going to be working on another little trick, another little, you know, I don't like to call the word hack, you know, tips and tricks and tricks and hacks, that sort of thing. But you know, when you see that, I see it on Facebook a lot, something hack, and you think it's not a hack. It's not a hack, it's just a different way of doing it. But you know, for want of a better word, I'm working on another one that I used to do a long time ago, and it's to do with being in like an invisible kind of join. And I did two ways. One way I showed ages ago on my channel, but I never did show this way. And it is cool, but it's not like when you're making something, you often think about putting these little things you did in. Sometimes I do, because I'm going to gurgle. It's, you know, when you think, sorry about that. You know, when you think, oh, this is aimed at beginners, but you can do this. You know, you know that. I always feel, even if it's a beginner's tutorial, show the right way first. Don't show one way and then expect someone to then want to learn another way later. For me, it's like the seamless granny square. If you're a beginner, you can still do that. You know, it doesn't have to be an advanced thing. So, but sometimes you know that what you're working on or what stitch you're using is a bit confusing enough without adding this thing in, you know. So I might do it. Might do that little hack thing. And I'm really enjoying this. So I have this beautiful Picasso, which I only have at the moment just the one ball of, and there's that. That's what it looks like with all the rainbow. And this is what it looks like. Remember, I got the gold out to make the bucket hat for the kitten. Well, I decided that I'd have a go at making this one. with the gold. You can't really see how snazzy this yarn is, but it is very sparkly. It's more that colour, and it's all glitzy. It's very glitz. Got lots of glitz. Lurex, and it's shiny gold anyway, even without the it's got a sheen to it even without the glitz. But which way is up here? Oh, nearly undid it. That's the way is up. Let's make my loop a bit bigger. There you are. See, if I didn't have my ball attached to my genie, you know when they say you can always put like a stitch marker in there and it won't undo. You can also put your ball through that and it's not going to undo no matter what you do. But then you just got to pull it open, put your ball back the other way when you want to work on it. It's another little trick. Another one. Anyway, so I've got lots of things currently on the go. I need to sort them out and get stuck in. It's been a bit difficult lately because we've been out, you know, and stuff. So I bought a couple of t-shirts. I bought this one and that green one, and they swim on me. So today, while we were there, Gary needed a t-shirt because he'd dressed in a jumper and it was scorching. And I thought that orange one, it was a real lovely kind of peachy orange. And I said, I really like that t-shirt. It was for men really, but you wouldn't know. It was just an Adidas t-shirt. It happened to be orange, but I really want that one. And it was more expensive, but I thought, I don't care, I like that. So I'll take them, I'll try them on. One of them was a little bit snug, fitted me a bit like, well, I like to say like a sausage skin, you know, not how you want to look. And the other one drowned me. And there was one size sausage skin, the other size drown. Nothing. Way different sizes. Absolutely crazy. The same t-shirt. And you think that is not going up a size. I'm sorry, that is going up like tent, you know. Madness. So I will have to wait until I can fit into the smaller one, which shouldn't be long, hopefully. Fingers crossed. But I do want to get it. It's really nice. I should have got it and made sure I fitted into it and said, I'm in it, you know, that sort of thing. But I didn't. Maybe I'll go back and get it before they sell out of them, because it is a really beautiful colour. So I'm not one my mum used to say to me. She used to say, for goodness sake, Tracy, because that's how she used to talk to me. For goodness sake, why are you always in black? And I'd say, because I look thinner. Or navy blue. I'm fed up with seeing you in black or navy blue. I like black and navy blue. Wear some bright colours. And I'll be like, no, look like an old person. No, sorry. And so I never did. You know, I never did really wear colours. Now I've turned into my mother. Oh, look at that orange one. That's really nice. Oh, look at that pink one. Look at the green. You know, what's happened to the black and the navy blue? But it still make me look thinner. I don't know if it does anymore. Nothing does. Nothing works now. Nothing, I tell you. Nothing works. Anyway, I'm going to get off and upload this video and sort out what I've got to do for Saturday and Sunday, and maybe do this 20.5, because I know it's going to clash otherwise, and I don't like that. I don't really want it to do that. Never mind. Anyway, we'll sort it out. Thank you so much for watching me, and if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And that's a big hello to all my newbies, because I know I've noticed a few different names commenting lately, and that's so cool. So yeah, as well as all you old ones that have been commenting all along. Still love you guys. So I'm going to go, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.